Good day to all. In today's session, we will learn how to compute taxable VRS compensation. VRS stands for Voluntary Retirement Scheme Compensation. What is VRS? Before an employee reaches the age of superannuation, that is the retirement age, voluntarily an employee would like to leave the organization. VRS is also known as golden handshake for the simple reason that an employee who retires before superannuation will receive a lump sum amount. Since a huge amount is received as compensation, VRS compensation is also known as a golden handshake compensation. Now, what are the rules when it comes to VRS as specified in the Income Tax Act of 1961? First, we have internal comparison between two items. First one is salary for remaining months of service will be compared with 3 months salary for every completed year of service. Among these two numbers, whichever is more will be compared with actual VRS compensation amount received and statutory limit of rupees 5 lakh. And among these three numbers, whichever is less will be taken as exempt VRS amount, and the balance amount would be taxable VRS compensation. Second important point that we need to be aware of is what is the meaning of salary for VRS. Meaning of salary for VRS is last drawn salary. What does salary include? Salary is same as for employees not covered under Payment of Gratuity Act, meaning salary for VRS would include basic, would include DA provided conditions are satisfied, and third, commission provided it is given as a fixed percentage of turnover. So these are the three things that makes up for the salary for VRS. We will understand this concept of VRS with the help of an example. Let's take an example. Poonam retired from service taking a VRS after serving for 27 years and 4 months from Kavur Limited and received rupees 6,25,000 as compensation. Her last drawn basic in March 2020 was rupees 24,800, DA at 80% of basic, of which 80% was included for retirement benefits, and a commission of 0.5% on the turnover of rupees 18 lakh achieved during the year. She had 6 years and 2 months of service remaining for superannuation. Superannuation means retirement. So question, compute taxable VRS compensation. So we will take solution. Now before we go to the format of computation of VRS, what we will do is we will take some notes. So the first note that we will take is we will find the salary for VRS. Salary for VRS is equal to basic plus DA, in bracket I write conditions, conditions must be satisfied, plus commission, provided it is given as a percentage of turnover, Now basic very clearly is given to us in the problem. Her basic in March 2020 was rupees 24,800. So I record 24,800 is the basic salary. Next we talk about DA. It is mentioned DA is 80% of basic. So I take 24,800 into 80%. This is the DA, and it's given very clearly 80% is included for retirement benefits. So 80% of 24,800 is DA and 80% is included for retirement benefits. So if we calculate you will get the number 15,872. That will be the value of DA included for retirement benefits. Then we talk about commission. Commission. Now commission over here is on turnover, and it's given the turnover for the year is 18 lakh. Turnover for the year is 18 lakh. So I record 18 lakh. Commission is 0.5%. So 0.5 by 100 into, remember this turnover is for the year. We are calculating salary for a month. So I write 1 divided by 12. So 1 divided by 12 will give us the commission value for 1 month, and that would work out to 750 rupees. So this is this 1 month salary. So if I total, I get 2, 7 plus 5 is 12, 8 plus 8 is 16, 17 plus 7 is 24, 2, 6, 5, 11. So I get 41,422. This is salary for VRS. Salary for Voluntary Retirement Scheme. 41,422 is the value. Next, second thing that we will take is remaining months of service. We record salary for remaining months of service. Salary for remaining months of service. Remaining months of service. If you read the last sentence in the problem, she had 6 years and 2 months of service remaining for superannuation. Salary for month is 41,422. So salary for remaining months of service is equal to, she had 6 years of service remaining. So it's years. I convert that into months. So 6 into 12 plus 2 is given. 6 years and 2 months of service remaining. 2 months of service remaining into this particular value, 41,422. So this will be 74 into 41,422. 74 months of service remaining into 41,422. So that number will work out to 30 lakh 65,228. It would work out to 30 lakh 65,228. Next we can talk about 3 months salary. 3 months salary for every completed year of service. 3-month salary for every completed year of service. For every completed year of service. Now remember, we are taking only completed year of service. We are not taking the fraction at all. So Poonam took VRS from service after serving for 27 years and 4 months. 27 years and 4 months. So 4 months will not be included. Only 27 completed years will be included. So 27 years into, we talk about 3 months salary for every year. So 27 into 3. 27 into 3 into this salary amount, which we have calculated in note number 1. 41,422. So 27 into 3 is 81 months. So 81 months into 41,422. 81 into 41,422 will give you 33 lakh 55,182. 33 lakh 55,182. So this will be this 3 salary for completed year of service. So for every completed year of service, we take 3 months salary. 3 months salary is given for every completed year. So every completed year is 27. For every completed year, 3 months. So 27 into 3 into the salary value, 41,422. will give you 33,55,182. So now we have ready ingredients. We can now prepare the format of computation of taxable VRS. Computation of taxable VRS. So just we will have 3 amount columns so that easy comparison is made known right here itself. So I write VRS compensation amount received. VRS compensation amount received. It's given that she receives 6,25,000 as compensation. 6,25,000 as compensation. Then I write less exempt. Exempt. Under section 10. Subsection 10C. 10C. Least of the following. Least of the following. So we will take actual VRS compensation amount received. Actual VRS compensation amount received. I will record that in the second amount column, 6,25,000. Then I will record statutory limit. Statutory limit. Statutory limit is 5 lakh. So I record 5 lakh in the second amount column. The third criteria would be to compare these two items. So first I will take salary for remaining months of service. Salary for remaining months of service. I write this particular number. We have already calculated 30,65,228 in the first amount column. 30,65,228, and I record very clearly or 3 months salary for every completed year of service. 3 months salary for every completed years of service. This number is also calculated. We have that particular number, 33,55,182. 33,55,182. Now among these two numbers, whichever is more, I record it very clearly. This is an internal comparison. Whichever is more. Now if you see 30,65,228 or 33,55,182, among these two, 33,55,182 is more. So I write that number in the second amount column, 33,55,182. Now these three numbers will be compared, and whichever is less, whichever is the least. You see, compared to these three numbers, 5 lakh is the least. So I write 5 lakh in the outer amount column. Compensation amount received was 6,25,000. 5 lakh is the statutory limit, and this is the least among the three. So 5 lakh will be exempt, and the difference of the amount 6,25,000 minus 5 lakh, that is 1,25,000, will be taxable VRS compensation. Will be taxable VRS compensation. Let's go through this once again. As far as VRS is concerned, salary means the last drawn salary. What makes up for salary? Same as for employees not covered under Payment of Gratuity Act, that is basic, DA and commission. DA if conditions are given. Commission if given at a fixed percentage on turnover. It's given that the Poonam's basic on March 2020, that is month of her VRS is 24,800. DA is 80% of basic. This is basic, 80% of the basic. In bracket is DA. And it is said only 80% is included for retirement benefits. So when you calculate, we get 15,872. Then commission is also given as a percentage. Poonam's turnover for the year is 18 lakh. Rate of commission is 0.5%, so 0.5 by 100. And this is for the year. We need to calculate it for the month. So we take 1 by 12. So this is commission for the month. So if we total this, salary for VRS would be 41,422. The next thing that we need to know is how many months of service remaining. It is said in the problem that she had 6 years and 2 months of service remaining. So 6 years multiplied by 12 will give me 72 months plus 2. So total 74 months of service remains into salary 41,422 will give you 30,65,228. Then we have another criteria, 3 months salary for every completed year of service. It's given that Poonam has served for 27 years and 4 months. So that 4 months of service, fraction of the year is not considered, only completed years. So completed years is 27. Per completed year, we give 3 months salary. So multiply that 27 with 3. So 27 into 3 is 81 months into the salary, 41,422. So 33,55,182. Actually, among these two numbers, whichever is more must be considered. We have done it here, whichever is more. So 33,55,182 actually is more. There you see this number written in the outer column. After we have done this, we prepare the format. Computation of taxable VRS. VRS compensation amount received is 6,25,000. Exemption under section 10, subsection 10C. List of the following. Actual VRS compensation amount received 6,25,000. Statutory limit of 5 lakh rupees. Then salary for remaining months of service. We have calculated here 74 months of service still remains. So 30,65,228 or 3 months salary for every completed year of service. That is 33,55,182. And among these two, whichever is more. So among these two numbers, 33,55,182 is more. So take that number in the second amount column, compare that with these three, and among these three, whichever is less. So 5 lakh statutory limit is less amount. So 6,25,000 minus the exempt VRS, which is 5 lakh. So taxable VRS would be 1,25,000. So this is about the concept of VRS. I hope it is clear. Thank you.